We've got decent formations up. We just need to remember to stop leaving our members. So now we're going to actually move on to buddy lasing. I'm not actually sure if this works or not, so I'm going to find out.
Wait. Just real quick, can I have a chance to fly in a formation? Because normally I really suck at that, so it'd be good to get some practice in. Or do you want to move on with the training? It's up to you.
Possible we could do that afterwards.
Yeah, we'll do that afterwards in a sec.
Alright.
I just need to find out if buddy lasing works or not. Can someone grab an Apache gunner seat and fire on the laser I'm about to mark?
Yep. Hellhound?
Gotcha.
Let's get him one.
There's what, 4 of us?
We don't actually take off.
Okay, the next flight we do fly.
Herox, I see your laser on my radar. Yeah, I got a lock.
Right, okay, fire. Just fire on that laser and see if it hits. Should be working off the large. Excellent, buddy lasing is fixed. Thank the Lord. Right, okay then. That basically introduces an absolute core part of formation helicopter. So I'm going to go over this real quick now. Right, okay. Buddy lasing. Okay, in that case. Right, okay. I'm gonna go over buddy lasing real quick now. So basically, buddy lasing is quite a simple concept. The Hellfires have a maximum range of around about 5 nautical miles, 7 nautical miles even, which is around about 5 kilometers. Now, the laser energy has a much further distance than that. It can go for practically ever. So the way two elements can work in sync is basically one element will maneuver themselves anyway into a position where the target can't see them, say behind a hill, but they can launch missiles over the hill. Then the first element will move themselves into a 5 kilometers, 7 nautical miles. Anyway, yeah. No, it's 5 kilometers, 7 nautical miles. A mile's bigger than a kilometer. Anyway.
Yeah, so 5 kilometers. Alright.
Yeah. Okay, so one element would be sat behind a mountain. They would switch to lock on after launch high, and the second element would then begin lasing from, say, a good outside air defense range. The missiles would then fly over the hill and hit the target. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a bunch of shilkers, and since we only have 2 helicopters here, we're going to fly as one man doing it. So I'm going to has everyone got the 6-line brief open?
Yes.
Yep.
No, where's that?
It's linked in chat. It's the .doc. You'll want the .doc. So I'm gonna go. No, the .doc. Or the Google. Yeah, I actually linked it in Google Doc, didn't I? Yeah, Google Doc. Anyway, I'm going to quickly go over 6-line briefs and check-ins, etc., and then we're going to maneuver into a position where we can attack this area. Okay then. So 6-line briefs are quite simple, but there's no point in 6-line briefs if the JTAC doesn't even know you're there. So first you've got to give a check-in. So the first thing you do is you go JTAC call sign, your call sign, check-in, over, and then the JTAC will respond saying their call sign, then your call sign, check-in, over. You'll then go over 6 different points, which is your call sign and your mission number. You'll only have your call sign in this because mission numbers don't exist except in MSO. The number and type of aircraft, in this case it will be ×2 H-64 Deltas. The position and altitude would be the position and altitude of the lead as opposed to the element, which would be the lasing aircraft. At this point when...
Quick, I don't see the 6th line in the Google Doc, so can you send me that again?
6 line brief, number 3. I sent the link in TeamSpeak.
Yeah, let's link it again. Okay. At the point where you check in, all aircraft should be in the same spot. So you basically give a six-digit grid and an altitude in meters. It should technically be in feet, and it's above ground level. You give the ordnance in brevity format. So basically, you say the name of the missile, not the actual full designation. So with these, you'd say ×8 Maverick ×36 rocket ×1500 gun.
Don't you say laser or radar, so the JTAG actually knows what ordnance he has? Like, if he wants laser,
Oh, yeah,
but
we
you
have
only
ordnance.
have radar guided, it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. I thought we only had lasers. So yeah, you'd say Maverick guided, Maverick laser on Maverick radar. You then give the time on station. You can technically emit this line on Arma because you will have enough fuel for the entire thing. However, just say 1 hour. Then the abort code, which we won't go over because it's not used in Arma ever. Full stop. Okay, so once that's been copied by the JTAC, you will basically hang around an IP or BP that's been pre-marked by the mission until you're called into the strike.
Can you give me an example of a CAS check-in?
Okay then.
I can do one real quick.
Okay, Kamo. Okay then. Check in with me.
Let's assume. I'll do it on radio. Let's assume JTAC call sign is Moonbeam and I'm I don't know, Apache.
Okay, go.
Moonbeam Apache check-in, over.
Apache,
Do I just
maybe
proceed?
check in.
Moonbeam Apache. I have two ship AH-64 at grid 056113. I have AGM 114 Lima, AGM 114 Kilo, guns and 38 rockets. Time on station is 1 hour. And do you say available for tasking on not helicopter beams?
Yeah, you do. You'd also use Hellfire instead of AGM-11. It's
Do you give a count
quicker.
on those?
You give a count. I
Yeah.
forgot that.
Because you gave
You
a
just-
count on rockets and you didn't give a count on the Hellfires, but whatever.
Yeah, you just say count at the start, like 8 times. Right, okay
Cool,
then.
thanks.
Then the line brief, I went over this at the start, but I'll go over again. It's line 1, your position marked by, line 2, direction to target, line 3, distance to target, line 4, target description. That's a nice, easy description. Type ×2 T-72 ×1 squad of infantry. Line 5, type marked by. If there's nothing marked, just say no mark. And remarks, which is your ordnance, etc. 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 It all says it there on the sheet. Then once the aircraft has reached the IP, you call pushing. The FAC says continue, contact mark, etc. 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 Right, okay. In this,
Just real quick, the line 1, my position, blah blah blah, that's the JTAC, right?
yeah, that's the JTAC, and the direction and distance is from the JTAC to the target.
Alright, got you.
Okay, in all cases here we are operating on type 3, so we're practicing buddy lasing basically. I'm going to give you what the target is, where it is, what it looks like, etc., and you're going to attack it with the means you see best fit. So I'm going to mark some IPs and BPs right now.
Last question about communication. Let's say CAS request. Do actually the pilot do all the communication or the gunner, because the gunner needs the information so he can talk to the JTAC?
The pilot is the pilot's the captain of the aircraft and performs all the communications. That's where the gunner pilot communication comes in. However, the gunner will usually be listening as well.
Okay, but he never answer.
No, unless the pilot designates it to him.
Okay.
You'll usually operate with one JTAC. Yeah, if the gunner answers to the JTAC first, then the gunner will always usually be answering to the JTAC. It helps with recognising voices, etc. Right, okay, there's 3 BPs over there. Once you've checked in, I'm going to tell you which BP to go to. Then I'm going to call an attack on a bunch of shilkers. You...
I can't see any markers.
Can we turn mark on side?
Hey. Okay, no, just go to BP Alpha. It's south of the RT place. Oh, Parasan Allfield.
Yep.
Right, okay, get in the air and check in with me once you are at BP Alpha.
In.
Have you all got night vision?
Yes.
Excellent.
For some reason, I like switching to 3, so we tell them to switch to 3.
Say again?
I can't switch to 3 from 3 for some reason, so we tell them to switch to 3.
The recorrects
Two on
are
your right.
kinda broken. But
Two, this is 1. 2.
Verox?
Hello?
Do you use Acre? Because we only have short range radius, or do you global?
2 in position that side.
Use global. Just because it's easier.
Say again? 2 in position that side. Copy. Negative.
Direction to BP Alpha 130.
130 beyond.
Whoa.
You're fine, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm blind!
I thought my video crashed. It's brand new!
1, this is 2. What is his speed?
Jesus.
They asked for speed.
100. 2.
Here, I switch your balls.
Death Star. You do answer when they give you speed. It's informational stuff. You don't answer. For example, if the lead tells you to go to altitude, say the lead tells you to go to Angels 12, you'll respond to that. However, if the lead is just saying that he's at Angels 12, you don't have to respond.
Right, 2. Hold the hover. 2.
That star is Eagle 1. The check-in.
Eagle 1, Death Star check-in.
Also on Eagle 1, 2 times H64 Delta, south of Partiside Airfield, wind 088-102, coordinates 6 times, no fire, laser 2 times, fire, available for tasking.
Eagle 1, Death Star, ACOL, out.
It's 5 ounces left inside. Oh, Verox, do we need to, if we're 2 ships, do we give all the ordnance for both our aircraft, or do we just assume that?
You give the total ordnance of the entire flight.
Okay.
Maybe you should also use the radio so the other helicopter can hear what you're saying, even if Verox isn't global.
Do you want me to redo it so that the helicopter can hear?
Basically, you're saying if you're checking in, you give the total ordnance of the entire flight, as opposed to just the one ship that's reporting it. Okay. Eagle 1, Death Star, cast request.
The Star, you want to go ahead?
Use radio!
Eagle 1, Death Star, grid 058042, marked by IR strobe. Direction to target. Oh shit. Sorry, I got that wrong. You don't say what to. I'll restart that 6 line, I completely fucked it up. Grid 058042, marked IR strobe 50 degrees, 700 meters, times 6 ZU-23 Shilka, not marked. Over.
50 degrees, 6 times ZU-23 unmarked.
Eagle 1, Death Star, ACOL, Type 3, over.
Type 3.
Okay then, it's Buddy Lays in time. Buddy Lays and kill all of those Shilkas.
Stand by.
Two, this is 1. 2, I'm going to take a position over Firuz Abad and laze targets for you. You're going to take a suitable firing position on those hostiles. Bear no use our laser. No copy. 2. It's time now.
Alright, steer me to...
Just fly, I give you some navigation.
Yeah.
Two, this is 1, call 1 position.
Haha, short range, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go now west, Basta, then south, then go in the valley. Should be safe. Get lower. Mud, 2 o'clock. So this is 23.
No, your call sign.
Yeah, I'm in his chopper. And the other
Oh,
chopper
okay,
is like 2 kilometers away. Okay. Mud.
Everyone should be on the vehicle that's going.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 3 o'clock.
Two, this is one radio check. Two, this is one radio check. Radio check.
Hey, can you land for a second so I can increase my fuel distance?
Two, this is one standby. We gotta land for 2 seconds. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, 3 to the right. Not good. But repaired. Okay, back in.
Oh god. Oh god.
Try to go to the right or to the left.
I'm trying. Oh,
I repaired.
god.
Okay, let's search this bastards.
So this is one standby for moments. We'll some damage, which hopefully we should be insane.
I hope they have their motors on so I can see them with thermal, otherwise it's pretty... Okay. Okay, Singer... 9 o'clock.
I don't see. There's no way we'd see the track.
Turn left. Turn your nose north. I think I saw something. North, yes. Oh, fuck, it's only a rabbit.
The targets should be just.
Can't see anything.
There are so many options.
Okay, get a little bit higher so I can search this bastard. Okay, I have him, but it's out of sight. He's too far away. he is 235. Distance approx 25 kilometers, but I can't see him, so I can't laser him.
Got a radar lock.
I could fire myself, but it's not the task. I have to get closer.
This is yeah.
That's the problem. What the fuck? Tracers incoming!
God, Jesus.
That doesn't sound good.
One crashed.
You were recording that, weren't you?
Huh?
Were you recording that?
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, unfortunately, I have to go. So, on a really
Yep.
bad note to end it.
Don't do that in the real flying lessons. That'd be bad.
Yeah, no shit. We probably won't even fly today. There's like a 15 knot crosswind.
Crosswind lines are always fun.
No shit. Especially in a Cessna that weighs 20 pounds.
Try doing it in a glider.
Alright, good lesson. Sorry I fucked up the ending.
But
Okay, with this amount of people, we might as well call the course and attempt it a different day. Yaxo did try to tell me that there'll be too much to teach in one course, but I didn't listen to him, and apparently he was right. So, watch for the next course, which will be the more tactical side of it. You've learnt all about the basics of tactics, etc. for now. And I will add you all to the Rotouring Attack course past group on TeamSpeak. You'll get a nice little badge now. Congratulations.
Yes.
fuck you. Okay, thanks, Verox.
Right, okay. Yes, Tazel, it might be a good idea not to put that up on the phones because this wasn't the best delivered lesson ever.
Ah, come on. It was good, it was fun.
I delivered it terribly.
No, you didn't. It was too much, just too much for this,
It's a lot of
but
information.
it was good.